and they're hard.
One of the most prolific body punchers, and now you see the reaction from Doheny. That one hurt him, I don't know if it's ankle or his back.
Guys sitting with their jaws hanging on the floor.
Yeah, what was it, on the back? Like the sciatic?
It's the muscle right above my hip, Sean. I just can't use my leg.
All of a sudden felt the leg go dead, right?
Right leg. I tried to push off. When I come back out, I tried to push off, and I went, nah.
Yeah, no, you could see it then.
And now, the more I try it,
Seems to be less steam on those pop shots from Doheny now. Ooh, that does nice stiff jab though, up the gut. And there's Naoya Inoue. That body work pins Doheny back against the rope.
He said, hold up.
Yes, he did.
Hold up. He hit me in the stomach, and he just dislocated my back.
Japanese boxing superstar Naoya Inoue remained the undisputed world super bantamweight champion when Irish challenger TJ Doheny dropped to his knee and quit in the 7th round because of an apparent back injury on Tuesday. Doheny complained of a twinge after walking back to his corner gingerly. Before then, he was getting pummeled by Inoue, who celebrated his technical knockout for a 28th successive win in muted fashion in Tokyo. This was the 31-year-old Inoue's 23rd world title fight since his first in 2014. He is a 4-division world champion in light flyweight, super flyweight, bantamweight, where he was also an undisputed champion, and now the super bantamweight. Floyd Mayweather had earlier spoken about Inoue after he defeated Cool Boy Steph, and now he even had more praises for him.
The kid from Japan, Inoue. So when you see he got the victory over Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph, he's not a heavy puncher, good boxer. But far as, Inoue, it was a Filipino fighter.
He said Inoue is great. What makes great fighters is how they fight on off days. He wasn't so on fire, but he hot the win in a big way. In the past, Mayweather has always had high praises for him, but claimed he struggled when he fought a much older Filipino fighter. He still spoke highly of him, but told him to come over to the US to prove himself. He said, Inoue, the kid from Japan. He beat Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy's still not a heavy puncher, good boxer, but as far as you know, it was a Filipino fighter he had fought twice. Doheny was giving him fits. Doheny was close to 40 when he fought him, whereas he was in his 20s, so he should have knocked him out.
So Doheny was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Doheny was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas he was in his 20s.
He then added, he's a hell of a fighter, I won't take that away from him. And I see a lot of my stuff in him. What I need Inoue to do is to come fight in the US, random blood and urine test. Shakur Stevenson, who had earlier spoken about his admiration for a fight against Inoue, took to social media in response to another tweet.
Tell him come up and fight me then.
Would you go to Japan?
I would definitely no. I ain't gonna set myself up. We'll see if the negotiations happen. Right. Yeah, tell him come up and fight me. I love to fight.
He wrote, great one from Inoue. I don't see no one beat him in that class. Iron Mike Tyson also responded immediately after the fight, and over the years, Mike Tyson has kept nothing secret of his admiration of Naoya Inoue.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monks. This is Monster.
Crazy dude.
The mean son of a bitch.
He had earlier compared him to Manny Pacquiao. After the fight, Mike Tyson claimed the first round knockdown was shocking to all, but he knew he would bounce back, and he did, reiterating his name, the Monster. In his words, he called Inoue the best fighter in the world. The Japanese fighter is the best fighter in the whole world.
Japanese fighter is the best fighter. In my opinion, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter. He's 122 now, right?
122, he'd be going to 135.
Why don't they fight?
Earlier, Mike Tyson had said about him, "Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You've heard of monsters? A Japanese fighter called the Monster? Crazy, dude. Look at him. He's vicious." He also added, "He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao looked like that, just as good." Gervonta Tank Davis was also quick to comment via his social media account to drop his take once the fight was over.
Inoue.
That's like his.
He's an Inoue. He's
The color hair? No, he is good.
He took to X to respond to another tweet, writing, "I don't call you good if you don't deserve it. Undisputed champ again. Congrats." Earlier, Gervonta Tank Davis was seen showering praises on Naoya Inoue, claiming Inoue's such a good fighter. He's good. Damn being a puncher. Emma, watch him. His placement and everything. His footwork.
That one hurt him. And I don't know if it's ankle or his back.
He said, hold up.
Yes, he did.
Hold up. He hit me in the stomach. And
Inoue spent his 2023 conquering junior featherweight in just 2 fights. In July, Inoue faced WBO and WBC champion Stephen Fulton in a highly anticipated fight, only to thrash Fulton before scoring the stoppage in the 8th round. That set up a December showdown with IBF and WBA champ Marlon Tapales, winning the fight with a stoppage in round 10. Inoue has sat atop or near the top of pound-for-pound lists for years, impressing early as he won a world title at 108 pounds, jumped straight to 115 to knock off a longtime title holder there, and showcased his skills and power in several title defenses in that division.
hold up. He hit me in the stomach, and he just dislocated my back.
He was already a star in Japan and beloved by hardcore fan favorites. But where Inoue really began to cross over into greater awareness was during his run at bantamweight. Inoue plowed through the weight class and made it look mostly easy. His first 2 fights at 118 came against contenders Jamie McDonnell and Juan Carlos Payano. They were taken out in about 3 minutes combined. Inoue stopped Emmanuel Rodriguez in less than 2 rounds for a world title.
Lightning quick, and they're hard.
One of the most prolific body punchers, and now you see the reaction from Doheny. That one hurt him.
He battled through a fractured orbital bone and a resurgent Nonito Donaire in 2019's Fight of the Year for 2019, unifying with a second world title. A rematch with Inoue a little later went much easier. Inoue sent Donaire packing in 2 rounds and added a third world title. By the end of 2022, Inoue had become the undisputed champion, winning the 4th and final world title in the weight class with an 11th round knockout of Paul Butler. He wasn't done. Inoue moved up to 122 and went straight to the top junior featherweight Stephen Fulton, a fight that many thought was going to be more competitive. It wasn't. Inoue scored an 8th round technical knockout and won 2 world titles. In his next fight, Inoue sent Marlon Tapales away before the final bell, picking up the remaining 2 world titles. Once again, he was undisputed, now in a second division.
That body work pins Doheny back against the ropes.
That's the difference.
The 31-year-old monster from Yokohama is now 27-0, and his work isn't done now either. Pound-for-pound dynamo Naoya Inoue retained his undisputed super bantamweight championship with an anticlimactic and injury-induced 7th round stoppage of Ireland's TJ Doheny at the Ariake Arena on Tuesday. The official time was 0:16. Inoue put forth a measured and disciplined approach against the hard-hitting Doheny early and was in command and looking for the finish by the midway point.
Seems to be less steam on those pop shots from Doheny now. Ooh, that's a nice stiff jab though. Up the gut. And there's Naoya Inoue. That body work pins Doheny back against the rope.
However, at the beginning of round 7, Doheny cringed after a body attack and claimed he'd suffered what looked like a back injury. The referee intervened immediately and waved the bout over. "I think it was an accumulation of punishment," said Inoue during his post-fight interview. "I continued my fight, 1 round at a time, and I know that boxing is not easy. I slowed him down and gave my opponent damage. Probably this fight didn't end the way we expected, but I have a long career, so please expect more in the next match. I am still in progress. I'd like to celebrate the fight TJ Doheny brought to this ring in his career."
Yes, he did.
Hold up. He hit me in the stomach, and he just dislocated my back.
The champion picked up the first 2 rounds with aggression and by targeting the body with the right hand. The Japanese fighter theatrically lifted his lead foot every time Doheny stood on it, a common problem when an orthodox fighter faces a southpaw and was having fun. However, Doheny came to life in the third by attacking the body himself and threading home some nifty headshots. More irritated than anything else, Inoue went to work from round 4 onward. He continually trapped the Irishman in the corners and pounded him to the body with both hands. As the rounds passed, the punishment increased and the noise of the shots landing became louder and louder.
Lightning quick and they're hard.
One of the most prolific body punchers, and now you see the reaction from Doheny. That one hurt him. I don't know if it's...
At the end of round 6, Doheny took a sustained blizzard of shots all around his body and head, which may have contributed to the injury that ended the fight seconds into the next session. It wasn't the drama one expects from the Monster Show, but these things happen in contact sports. Inoue wiped out the super bantamweight division by blasting out Stephen Fulton and Marlon Tapales to become undisputed champion. Following that, the Japanese hero disposed of the most dangerous puncher in the division when he got off the canvas to knock Luis Neri out cold.
These guys sitting with their jaws hanging on the floor.
Yeah, what was it on the back? Like the sciatic? Just
Yeah,
felt,
it's the muscle right above my hip, Sean. I just can't use my leg.
all of a sudden felt the leg go dead, right?
Right leg. I tried to push off. When I come back out, I tried to push off, and I went, nah.
Yeah, no, you could see it then.
And now, the more I try it,
Only former world champ Murodjon Akhmadaliev and unbeaten Australian Sam Goodman are left at 122 pounds, and both would open as huge underdogs against the Japanese powerhouse. Consequently, there are calls for the monster to move up to featherweight and chase a 5th divisional title. I understand that he'll defend his title in Tokyo at the end of the year, then we're taking him to the United States for a big celebration in Las Vegas, said Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.